Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 45 of Future, and this one is titled Soshi's Hand. Pizza arrived, and Kiri carried the box of Soshi and Jinny's favourite pizza up to her room. The two kids had built a pillow fort on the floor, and Soshi had asked to eat dinner in there with her. As far as he was concerned, he was living the dream. Here you go, Kiri said happily. Your yummy pizza. Thank you, Daddy, you're the best, Jinny squealed. Thank you, Mr. Kirishima, sir, Soshi said politely. Oh, you're most welcome, Kiri replied as he set the pizza down just inside the fort door and let them be. Jinny and Soshi hooked into their pizza, giggling and eating happily side by side. Oh, Jinny, please have my red stone. It's very special, and it's my happy birthday stone, he said, trying to repeat what he had heard his parents saying about the gem. Oh, Soshi, Jinny cooed. It's beautiful. Thank you. It's very special. I'll keep it by my bed so I can always look at it, she said, crawling over to the back of the fort and putting her hand out the back and placing the gem on her bedside table. Does Chi give you pretty things? Soshi asked curiously. Jinny shook her head. No, but the special thing we do is hold hands, she said with a smile. Jinny, I know you told me you would let me know when it's my turn to be in love with you, but it's taking forever and I just want to hold your hand like Chi does, Soshi said with a matter-of-fact yet solemn tone. Jinny pulled a thinking face. Well, she said, I am a bit angry that Chi's a liar, pants on fire. Soshi nodded hopefully. So, I guess it's okay for us to do love hands for just tonight, she added, crawling back over to Soshi. His heart was beating wildly, and he was flushed in the face. Here, Jinny said with a bright smile, holding her hand out to him. Soshi hesitated. Oh, I'm about to hold Jinny Kirishima's hand. He reached out gingerly and took her hand gently. A warm, exhilarating sensation coursed through him. Jinny was surprised. His hand was friendly and soft, but she didn't feel all fuzzy inside like when she held Chi's hand. Why does it feel different? She wondered quietly to herself. Soshi was on cloud 9. This was the best day of his life. He was elated. This feeling was like nothing else on earth. Jinny waited a bit, watching Soshi curiously. He looked happy. Why didn't she feel the same tingly sensation with him as what she did with Chi? She went to pull her hand away, but Soshi tightened his grip. Please, a little more? He asked shyly, averting his eyes. Jinny smiled softly and scooted closer, cuddling up next to him. This was nice, just like best friends. Soshi was almost sweating. His heart was beating so hard. Jinny seemed so calm, cuddled up next to him with her hand in his. Why didn't she look like she was about to die, like he felt? Does this feel nice? He asked softly to her. Oh yes, Soshi, she said, smiling as she turned to look into his eyes, their noses nearly touching. Soshi stiffened. Can you hold my hand always? He asked, his breath tickling her lips. She shook her head slowly. No, just this one time. But don't tell Chi, okay? This is just a special day because we're friends again and you got your quirk. Soshi's heart fell and his grip loosened. Oh, okay, he said sadly. Do you want some pizza? She asked, pulling her hand away and picking up a slice. He shook his head. Appetite had disappeared. Are you sad that I'm not holding your hand anymore, Soshi? She asked, noticing a change in his mood. He nodded glumly. Okay, fine, we can hold hands for the rest of tonight, okay? But only tonight, she said sternly. Soshi weighed up his options and then conceded. Okay. He nodded with a small smile and reached for her hand again, instantly feeling better. They ate more pizza hand in hand, chatting away and giggling at silly things. Meanwhile, downstairs, the parents were having a conference. It seems like your Soshi has a little crush on our Jinny, you said slyly to Jem as you sat around the kitchen table eating pizza. Oh, no doubt about it, Jem replied. But I think there's a love triangle going on here. Yeah, I can confirm that, Kiri piped up. Jinny told me Chi confessed to her, and they were now in love, but not married, he chuckled. I'd watch that Chi, though, Shoto added. He's a chip off the old block. Jem nodded. I spoke to Mrs. Bakugou, and it sounds like she has a very strong feeling towards Jinny and is possessive and jealous. Soshi stood up to him, and she did not like that in the slightest. She chuckled. Well, I don't mean to meddle in our kids' lives, but maybe our Jinny needs to stand up and put these boys in their place. No offence to Soshi, Kiri added quickly. But if she keeps picking sides and going from one to the other, it's only going to cause problems. The other three parents nodded in understanding. Jem glanced at Shoto, and he gave her a look before clearing his throat. There's something we want to talk to you about while we're here, Shoto said. Due to the nature of Soshi's quirk, we might be taking him out of school for a bit to do some specialised training. Oh? Kiri asked. How long for? Shoto paused and scratched the back of his head. Possibly 5 years. 5 years? Kiri spluttered, nearly choking on his pizza. Why so long? It's a little hard to explain, Jem said softly, but it's because he possesses the gem quirk. There are so many rules and regulations surrounding gems that it will take a while to train him on how to use it without breaking laws. Kiri shrugged and made the, okay, fair enough, face as he chewed. So when will you be taking him out of school? You asked Jem. Oh, not for a while yet, but maybe when he's around 10 years of age. We just wanted to let you know so that if Soshi and Jinny get close, we can work out a way to deal with it when it comes time for him to leave, Jem replied. Oh no, it's Be With Me all over again, except this is the better version instead of the parents not telling the kids anything. We'll see you in the next chapter.